Hey guys, what's going on? This is Mike, and I got the iPhone 7 Plus on launch day, and I've been using it since. So these are my impressions of the iPhone 7 Plus after 48 hours. So let's go ahead and start with something pretty cool. The new iPhone 7 and 7 Plus are actually now water resistant. They're rated IP67, and although I didn't have the balls to throw my new phone in a pool, you can see I'm running the phone under the tap, and the phone was absolutely fine when removing it from the water. There's actually a new home button on this year's iPhone, and although it's pretty hard to show on video, this home button is actually solid state, so when you click it, it doesn't actually move. You can choose different levels of pressure, and it works just like every other iPhone has, although when you press it, it feels like the entire bottom of the phone is vibrating. This also helps with waterproofing, so one less moving part means less water can get in. We now have stereo speakers, finally, on an iPhone. So when you're watching a video, you can finally get stereo sound, and the first speaker is actually the earpiece for phone calls, and the second speaker is where it usually is on an iPhone. Technically, it is stereo sound, but one speaker is facing towards you, and the other speaker is facing to the side. So once your brain adjusts, it does sound better than previous iPhones, definitely, but it definitely took me a little while to adjust to this new one front-firing, one side-firing speaker. So let's talk about the camera, possibly the biggest selling point of this year's iPhone. So on the iPhone 7 Plus, we have two cameras on the back. We have a wide angle and a telephoto. So this means we can get 2 times optical zoom without losing any quality in our subjects. So when you're in the camera, all you have to do is tap a button that says 1x, and it'll automatically jump to 2x. And then when you're in 2x, you can tap that button again to get back to your wide angle lens. This also works in video, so if you're recording a video, you can simply tap the exact same button and it'll zoom in on the subject without losing any quality. So as you can see here, we can also zoom past 2 times all the way up to 10x zoom, but keep in mind that once you go past 2 times zoom, we are now using software zoom, so as you get closer and closer to your subject past 2 times, you are using software zoom, so the quality is going to get lower and lower. I would like to mention that both lenses aren't exactly the same. The wide-angle lens is an f1.8 aperture, while the second lens, the telephoto, is an f2.8 aperture. So when you are zoomed in, the second lens isn't getting as much light, so you may lose a little bit of quality if you're using that telephoto lens at night, but for the most part, they're pretty much the same. So I will very quickly touch on battery life. The battery life was getting me through a full day with about 15% remaining when I went to bed, but it seems like this happens every single year I get a new iPhone. When the iPhone first comes out of the box and you're using all the new features, the battery life isn't as good as it will be, say, in a month from now. So as the phone has time to age, as the battery has time to age, it will learn your usage and the battery life will get better over time. But as it stands right now, the iPhone is still getting me through a full day. So the performance of the iPhone 7 Plus is absolutely insane. I remember seeing on Twitter someone actually tested it and they said that the A10 Fusion chip inside the iPhone 7 is actually faster than a MacBook Air, which is crazy. Phones are getting to this point now where they're faster than computers, a computer that Apple still sells at the current moment. But using the operating system day to day, performance is really smooth, really zippy, zero hiccups with anything ever. I'm coming from an iPhone 6s and I still did notice a major improvement in the performance. So overall, a really, really fast phone. So I was saving my favorite thing about this iPhone 7 Plus for last, which is design. And although many people may argue that this iPhone 7 Plus has the exact same design as the iPhone 6s Plus, and if you held it in your hand with your eyes closed, you couldn't really tell a difference, well, I'm coming from an iPhone 6s in gold, which had those ugly white antenna lines. So jumping up to this bigger phone in this matte black color, which completely conceals the antenna lines, which makes the entire back of the phone look in this nice matte black color. To me, it's a major redesign. I just love the look of this phone. I really think Apple products, all metal Apple products, should be in this matte black color. Right now, I'm just envisioning my MacBook Pro with this matte black finish. It would look absolutely gorgeous. So I really think this matte black color is going to be really popular, and I'm loving the new design of this iPhone. So guys, those are my impressions of the 7 Plus after 48 hours. Thank you for watching. My name is Mike, and I'll see you in the next one.